Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. I am Divyanshu Chaudhary, All India Rank 30 in UPSC Civil Services Examination 2020. And in this video, I will be talking about the essay writing strategy for UPSC Civil Services Examination Mains. As you aspirants are all aware about the fact that essay paper is one of the most important papers in civil services examination mains because it requires the least effort from your side and can fetch you maximum marks. So in terms of return on investment, I would really recommend you to focus on the essay writing strategy so as to get very good marks in essay and hence get a good rank and the service of your choice. So firstly, I would like to talk a bit about my background, which includes my educational qualifications, at the same time my optional for this examination, and the hobbies that I have pursued during the journey of my life. So as you can see, I did my BTech in Electrical and Electronics from BITS Pilani and graduated from there in the year 2015. So basically for 4 years from 2011 to 2015, I was in BITS Pilani. Right after graduating from BITS, I went to IIM Calcutta to do my MBA, which I finished off in the year 2017 and eventually landed up with a job in HSBC, which I continued till mid of 2018 before I decided to quit the job and venture into the civil services preparation and decided to come to Delhi for the same. As I have already mentioned, I have secured All India Rank 30 this year and my optional in civil services examination was mathematics, which is basically a very scoring optional and if done well can lead to higher returns as it did in my case also. If I have to talk about my hobbies, the hobbies include writing Hindi stories as I am a story writer and have also got these stories published in the college magazines and newspapers as well. And also I was interested in Indian mythology and at the same time I also prefer reading biographies and autobiographies of famous personalities that inspire me to do well in life. Here I would like to talk about the free live class series in terms of the special classes that I will be taking up on the Unacademy platform for all the UPSC Civil Services Examination aspirants. So as you can clearly see, if you use the code DC30 for the same, you will get the appropriate discount and you will get a lot to learn from my experience in terms of various topics like preparing for the prelims, having some tips and tricks to crack the prelims examination, or be it answer writing for GS mains, which is a very important part of the mains examination, or be it cracking the interview with a very good score, and at the same time notional topics like stress and time management and emotional intelligence when we talk about the UPSC Civil Services examination journey. So I really recommend you to join these live classes, avail of the free benefits by using the code, and hence you will be able to benefit from my experience. I would also like to mention here the pros of Unacademy, where the top educators of the country are now teaching at Unacademy. If you can look here, you see various great educators like Mrunal sir, Sudarshan sir, Prateek sir and Siddharth sir who have been teaching educators in various fields like civil services examination or even MBBS and law students as well. So I would here like to talk about the pros of Unacademy. The first one being the classes that are held by these GS educators are very much interactive in nature, because if there are various problems or issues that the students are facing, they can directly interact with the educators and they will help solve these doubts then and there themselves, so as to satisfy the students of their preparation. Here comes the second point, where if you have a doubt, you can easily raise a hand and you can ask your doubt directly in the middle of the live classes, which will then be answered satisfactorily by these educators, so as to maintain the satisfaction level of the students. And third, and the most important pro of the digital platforms like Unacademy, is that these classes can be accessed from any time and anywhere by the aspirants, be it belonging to the remote locations of the country or be it seen in any time of the day. This is the biggest pro, and hence I would like to recommend to you all to subscribe to the Unacademy platform so as to access these classes, which are major knowledge centers and at the same time have also the flexibility and accessibility of accessing from any time and anywhere in the country. Now I would like to talk about my essay writing strategy for UPSC Civil Services Examination Mains. Before that, I would like to tell you that in my first attempt, I had scored 129 marks out of 250 in the essay, which is a fairly decent score in the essay paper. And in the second attempt, I scored 136 marks out of 250, which is a good score this year, seeing the level of the essays that were asked, and these essays were of a difficult level than the last year, and hence since my scores have improved, I can definitely vouch that this essay writing strategy can help you get good scores in civil services examination mains. So firstly, I would like to give you an overview as to understanding the demands of the civil services examination when we talk about the essay paper. So it is very important that your strategy of getting good marks in the essay paper is aligned closely with the demand of civil services examination paper, and hence this will help you fetch good marks in the essay paper. Secondly, in this slide I would be covering the essay writing parts as to what all parts should be particularly focused in the essay so as to get good marks. And thirdly, I would then be going on to giving you some essay writing tips which I followed so as to get good marks in the essay paper. So I really recommend to all of you to watch out for these three components in this slide so as to get very good marks in the essay paper in the civil services examination. So let us first start off by understanding the demand of UPSC when we talk about the civil services examination essay paper. If you see, right from the year 2017-18, we have been getting two essays in which one essay is a very contextual essay. By contextual essay, what I mean is that it covers broad, concrete topics like agriculture, health, women empowerment, education, etc., which are fairly easy to write, because if a serious aspirant has prepared for this examination, he or she will have gone through the syllabus of GS, which could then be replicated very well in this essay, and hence the structure can then be formed very well. But the difficulty lies in the other part of this paper, which basically contains one philosophical or ethical approach essay, which the UPSC has started giving from 2018, and hence this is very important to get good marks from. So in this slide, what I will be doing is I will be focusing on both these essays, but my major focus would lie on the philosophical essay, because this is one essay that you cannot prepare for beforehand. You cannot think about the topic because the number of topics are infinite, and you cannot think of any topic that is going to come into the examination. Hence, it is very important that since you have to write and follow the structure of this essay in the exam itself, you have to develop a very good essay. And hence, if you follow the tips that I would like to recommend to you now, you will end up getting good marks in this philosophical essay as well. Secondly, it is very important to see the page limit of each and every essay that is made available to you by UPSC in their exam form. So if I talk about the page limit, it basically caters to nearly 11 to 12 pages for each essay. I would say this is a very important thing because when I used to write mock papers of essay for preparation of mains, those normally had 15 to 16 pages. And because of that, I would actually extend my essay to those 15-16 pages in each and every essay that I wrote. But when in my first attempt, I reached in the exam hall, opened the paper and counted the pages, it only came to around nearly 11 to 12. This was when I thought that I will have to compress my essay now, and hence, if you do not want to face this difficulty in the examination, please restrict yourself to writing essays in 11 to 12 pages only in the format and the structure that the UPSC copy follows, which is available on their website as well, which will definitely help you get a good idea of the structure and space management, which is really important in getting good marks in the essay paper. Let us now move on to the essay writing parts. So as you can see here, the basic structure of writing an essay is very much similar to writing a GS answer. As you can clearly see, in essay writing also, the basic structure follows an intro, body and conclusion format. The intro stands for introduction. The body is the part where the major content of your essay is put forward to the examiner, and conclusion should end on a positive note and should have a futuristic aspect to it so as to get good marks and have a coherence in the essay writing. Let us now venture into the three parts separately so as to get a good idea about what to write in the intro, body and conclusion format. So starting off, let us first talk about the introduction part. So starting off, if we see, the introduction part has to be really catchy because the examiner is checking a lot of copies per day, and if your introduction is catchy, he or she will get the required amount of interest so as to check your copy, and hence he or she will end you giving up higher marks than other aspirants. So always try to start off with either a quote of a famous personality or an anecdote. Here I would like to give you some personal examples as well. For example, this year in the contextual essay, I had written an essay which basically hovered about the relationship between economic justice and social justice in the country. And I had started off that with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, which basically means I actually wrote a quote which was very relevant to the actual topic, and hence it would have got the eyes of the examiner. I then started off with a historical aspect of India. I started off with the Tryst with Destiny part, which was made 73 years ago, and hence then brought the main demand of the essay from my flow to the essay topic, and then started off with the body part. Similarly, if I have to talk about the philosophical essay, this year I wrote an essay on the topic simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And I started off that essay by giving an example of the famous actor Pankaj Tripathi, and as I had seen his interview on Scoop Whoop, and I mentioned that he is the ultimate persona of simplicity by his virtues and his actions. So this would have got the eyes of examiner again. Similarly, last year, if I remember correctly, I wrote on a topic which basically revolved around the theme of accepting your mistakes and having the dedication and courage to improve. And in that, I started off with the anecdote of the story of the Fogart sisters, particularly Geeta Fogart in the Dangal movie, where she could not win any medal after she went to the Sports Authority of India, but with her sheer determination and accepting the mistakes that she did, referring to her games by her father, she was then able to clinch the gold medal in the Commonwealth Games. Similarly, in this essay, I had also given a personal anecdote of cracking the CAT examination after having an average GPA from BITS Pilani. So it is very important that you include such examples, be it personal or from any source, hypothetical, or sources like movies, books, etc., which will give you an edge over other aspects. Now, I would like to talk about the body part. I would really like the aspirants to focus on this part because here I have mentioned an approach called the PESTLE approach. If I have to talk about the full form of PESTLE approach, it basically covers dimensions like political, economic, social, technological, environmental, legal, etc. Why this approach? What I mean is, in any of the topic, if you are writing an essay, please include all these dimensions so as to give a holistic picture to the examiner that you are well read and aware about all the dimensions of this topic that can take place in current society. Giving you an example, this year when I had written about the topic related to economic justice and social justice correlation, I had included various political, economic and social angles like covering groups like women, disabled people, children, tribals, etc., and wrote the various dimensions of political, economic, social and technological and environmental related to that. This PESTLE approach is specifically very important in the philosophical part because in the philosophical part, since there is no predefined structure, if you're able to put this philosophical topic in this framework of PESTLE approach, you'll be able to do very well. For example, last year when I had written the philosophical essay on the topic of courage and dedication to move forward by accepting your mistakes, I had given the examples of political approach of Shri Jawaharlal Nehru, who basically did not do well in the Indo-China war, but because of his learnings, Lal Bahadur Shastri was able to develop a good army and hence he was able to defeat Pakistan in the 1965 war. So this was the learning that he got from the 1962 conflict and he was able to do well because he accepted the mistakes and then had the courage to go forward with the developments. Similarly, in the economic, I had written about the liberalization LPG reforms of 1991 by Dr. Manmohan Singh and similarly other approaches. So it is very important that you apply this PESTLE approach in the philosophical essay, because of which you will be able to do well, given that now you have a framework into which you have to fit the correct examples. The second important part is, please do not have long paragraphs. It is very important that your paragraphs are short, maybe 6 to 7 lines each, so as to maintain the consistency and the interest of the examiner, rather than going for long paragraphs where the examiner can get lost in between and hence will lose interest in your essay. This might lead to skipping of some very important topics and hence can lead to a lower score. So please write legibly and in short paragraphs. And finally, address maximum possible groups. For example, you should go for groups like women, tribals, disabled people, children, etc. Because if you are able to include all these groups in your essay, then you will be able to do well. And finally, as I had already mentioned, the conclusion should have a positive approach and a futuristic aspect to it, so as to give the examiner a hope and sense of optimism that the person is ready to move forward and will use his skills in administration to bring a positive change in the society. Finally, I would now be talking about the essay writing tips which you should keep in mind before you start writing an essay. The first tip is that please start writing essays after finishing the GS syllabus. I speak this from a very personal experience because I have written essays both before finishing my GS syllabus and after finishing it, and I felt a lot of improvement after I wrote these essays after finishing the GS syllabus. This is because if you cover the GS syllabus once, firstly, you will have a lot of content to include in the essays. And secondly, from papers like ethics, you can also use values like neutrality, objectivity, empathy, compassion, etc. in the essays, which will help you give an edge over other aspirants in the essay. The second important thing is, please understand the topic first before writing. It has happened to me in 2 to 3 mock papers that I was not able to understand the topic well, and hence it did not lead to a good score in essay papers. I remember I scored below 100 in all those 2-3 mock papers because I was not able to gauge the need of the topic correctly. So it is very important that when you get the paper, you first understand the topic and then you start making a rough structure before you start writing. Please do not start writing just at the go, because firstly, you will have a lot of time to write an essay. Essay paper is the one where people have time to cover it. And secondly, if you start writing just on the go without making any structure, you will definitely after some time feel that you have missed out on a lot of important points which can now not be covered because of lack of space. Because if you remember, I had told you there are only 11 to 12 pages to write each and every essay. And finally, the last piece of instruction from my side is that please do not deviate from the topic. It is very important that you keep the topic in mind and your coherence and your structure is always aligned with the topic rather than going haywire, which can lead to a loss of marks in the essay. So with this, I would like to end this session and would like to wish you all the best for your upcoming mains examination. And given if you follow these essay writing tips and tricks and strategy that I have mentioned in this video, I'm really sure that you will be able to score very well in the essay examination in the UPSC Civil Services examination. Thank you so much.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.